Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today I would like to do a read for Tyler Robinson from Utah, who is currently a suspect of killing Charlie Kirk. And this read is actually about the upcoming 12 months period of his life and upcoming energies. First of all, I'll do this Celtic spread, and then I'll also do the monthly spread, um, which is a single card for each month for this video. Usually, when I do the Celtic spread and the monthly spreads, when I see there are cards that are actually appearing in both the Celtic spread and the monthly spread, that will be an indicator of a certain period of or a certain month that can be significant um, for the upcoming 12-month period of that person. So in this case, um, I think next August will be a significant turning point for Tyler Robinson because I do see the Lovers card happening for next August, which is August 2026. Um, for this Celtic spread, I'm also concerned about whether he will actually physically survive the next 12 months because I do see the Ten of Swords and the Five of Cups and the World card. Um, I did a single card read for this particular question, whether he will physically survive the next 12 months. And I got the Eight of Pentacles. So Eight of Pentacles is about working towards a goal. But it looks like he will survive and he will keep working towards something. But at the same time, because number eight is associated with the sign of Scorpio, which rules death and birth. So I'm not 100% sure about whether he will survive or not, but we will get more clarity after I explain this Celtic spread. Okay, so first of all, Five of Wands energy from the previous recent position, it it is about conflicts. It is about um, a creative process that has a lot of conflicts at the same time. Um, so that actually makes sense because if we, we are assuming that he's the person who actually who is responsible for this situation. If this is the case, then he had to process through a very confusing and also uh, conflicting situation and mentality in the previous period of time. And Five of Wands, it also gives us a sense that he was not only battling with himself, but the other people in his life. Um, so there was definitely a situation where multiple people actually um, they were intertwined with his life in a way that he had to figure out, um, He had to figure out how to find the peace and how to deal with the conflicts. And right now, let's talk about what's the Five of Wands representing. Okay, 10th house and the 12th house. So 10th house is about um, being responsible, being successful in this world, something that is related to our destiny, that is related to how we define ourselves. Usually in zodiac signs and natal chart, the 10th house is about our career. It's also about our destiny, what we are destined to do, what we think we are destined to do in this lifetime. So at the bottom of my deck is 12th house. So 12th house, it rules ending. So okay, when we combine 10th house and 12th house, first of all, I would think about uh, was Tyler Robinson being hired for a certain position before? Maybe he had a certain career before, but it was coming to an end because of a conflict. So this is first of all what I can think about. And the second thing I can think about is he was having conflict with the idea of uh, what kind of person he wants to actually be in this lifetime, and the struggle. So he was trying to figure out um, his aspirations, his his goal to be a person in this lifetime, and also his career. But at the same time, it was being affected by something really overwhelming, because 12th house is usually something that is very overwhelming, something that is very hidden. Um, the 12th house is also related to large institutions, overwhelming events. Um, so he might he might have experienced something that was very overwhelming in his recent past, very overwhelming about his identity in this world, um, the career that he wants to do, he wants to pursue in this world. There was a deep conflict about what he wants to pursue in this lifetime. So, and it was very intense and difficult for him to navigate through, because um, it affects his reputation. Um, so first of all, I think this particular Five of Wands energy can be related to the shooting itself, but it can also be related to something that actually happened before that. Um, but no matter what, the Five of Wands energy is definitely about his defining moment in his life because of the 10th house energy. So currently, the King of Cups is about a person or a situation where they need to be very emotionally stable to deal with the situation, even though this person is full of emotions and but they have to be very calm and in order to deal with the situation. Um, the situation of fluctuation around this person. So King of Cups energy, let me see, what is it about the King of Cups energy? Okay, I got the 7th house, 2nd house, and the 1st house. Okay. So there is a partnership matter related to finances and the value. Because when we talk about 7th house, it's about partnership, definitely. And the 2nd house is about money. And the bottom of the deck is 1st house. So when we combine 3 zodiac cards, 7th house, 2nd house, 1st house, definitely we're talking about money, collaborations, and how he acts will actually affect something related to finances. So let me use a certain tool to figure out if it is related to finances. Okay, is this 2nd house related to money? Okay, this 2nd house matter, I get the Page of Cups, the Queen of Wands, 7 of Wands, the World, the Magician, 6 of Cups. I think this can be some kind of assistance given to him. And when I ask if it is financially related, it gives me the 7 of Wands. So I think there is a financial aspect. So why the King of Cups energy? Is the King of Cups energy himself or someone else? Okay, I think King of Cups is himself. It's not the other person, but himself. Okay, so King of Cups represent himself. Okay. So let me ask if the money is about the legal situation or the money about someone giving him money to do something. Please bear with me. Okay, it's about the legal situation. Yeah. Okay. So I think because of the legal situation, he has to stay very calm. Okay. And the Lovers crossing King of Cups, when we talk about lovers, usually it's about a collaboration, a choice, sexuality, and if he's in certain partnership or will be in certain partnership. um, the lover's card is also about making a choice. So let's talk about what is the lovers. Okay. Sixth house, third house, seventh house, second house. Okay. So sixth house can be our routines, our health. Third house is about communications, short distance travel. Seventh house, partnership. Is it a health situation? It can be a healthy situation. Second house, and money. Okay. So what is this lovers about? It's a page of swords. So there is a situation where there is a problem. Um, let me see the page of swords energy. Okay. Well, I get the page of swords for the lovers card, and it's also aligning with the sixth house. Um, so this can actually quite telling. I think him there can be a situation where his routines, his job, his health, these areas which can be represented by the sixth house, they have certain problems, and the problem has already happened, and somehow these reasons will be revealed and will be used for the legal situation. But this is not gonna come through really quickly. It's gonna take time. I think it's gonna take the next 12 months to actually reach that point where we will know more about his health situation or maybe work situation. Um, okay. So the bottom is the Empress energy. The Empress, usually we're talking about the feminine, um, the mother. Okay, so we get the fifth house and the fourth house. So usually fifth house is about the child, the children. um, Fourth house, and I think this can be his mother or a female figure who will be very prominent in his life in the upcoming 12 months. Okay, let me see if this Empress is his mom, someone else, something else. Please bear with me. Sorry for the long pause. It's gonna take me a while. Okay, that's not his mom, but someone else. Okay, not his mom, but someone else. So who is this someone else? I got the Five of Pentacles. So someone who, so this person can be someone who is in a same difficult position with him, or maybe they knew each other before, and they go through ups and downs in this life, and I don't think they can totally help each other out, but at least they will feel like they are not that lonely in this lifetime, because they they have to deal with problems in their lives, and um, yeah, so this is kind of like a partnership, but I don't think this is significant enough to you know so this is a person where they can share their sense of lack together. um, this is the Empress energy. So what does this Empress energy bring? Okay, the ninth house, the 10th house, the 12th house. So when we talk about the ninth house, it is about the higher beliefs, um, religion. The 10th house is about the destiny. It can be someone who can inspire him spiritually, or religiously, and sort of guide him through life. And we also get a 12th house. So this can be someone he encountered when he's in jail. And there is the aspect of the philosophical side of life and the religious side of life. And this person, if he's gonna meet this person in the jail, this person, can be someone who volunteer, or maybe who work for the jail, or sometimes some religious leaders, or maybe religious workers, they work with the prisoners. and um, they are there to help them or whatever. So I feel like this can be uh, the person. Okay. So the temperance card. What's about the temperance card? Temperance card, usually we're talking about a compromise, an experiment, um, the path to enlightenment, but has to pass through a passage first, and has to pass through a sort of like a gate, because the angel, you have to pass through the angel in order to reach the sunlight. So okay, the temperance is about the ninth house and the 10th house. So again, we're talking about something very philosophical, legal situation. Uh, so this Empress energy, I think um, this can also be a lawyer um, who has some sort of alignment with Tyler Robinson in this period of time. And the ninth house is about legal matters and philosophy. And the bottom of the deck is 10th house. So it's kind of like trying to experiment a way to give him an image um, that is appropriate for his situation. So we're basically talking about a lawsuit and the progression of a lawsuit, right? Um, yeah, but in the process of figuring out, I think there will be a lot of experiments. Uh, there is also the sense of, you know, compromise. Okay, let me see. Can this Empress be the lawyer or someone else? Is this Empress the lawyer? Someone else. Please bear with me. Okay, it's the lawyer. Why I'm telling it's a lawyer, because I also get the Five of Pentacles. So Five of Pentacles and the Empress for lawyer. Just need to get one more confirmation. Is the Empress the lawyer? Okay, I do think the Empress is representing the lawyer. Okay. Um, Five of Cups in the immediate future. So in the upcoming months, there will be disappointments, but not everything is bad for him because three cups were toppled, and those were, the unhappiness, but there were still two cups remaining. But we do see the disappointment for him. Okay. Third house, seventh house. And then the bottom is second house. So the disappointment will be third house and seventh house. Third house is about our immediate environment, and the seventh house is about partnership. And the second house is about money. I think that there will be difficulties about the funding for his legal expenses. Um, he might not be able to get the full support that he's looking for in his situation. And certain partnerships, you know, there are partnerships, multiple partnerships, but then some of them they won't work. And at the end of the day, perhaps like 40% of the effort will work, or like 40% of the partnerships will work, but not all the partnerships will work. And his expectations, um, he also need to face the disappointments. When I look at the third house and the seventh house, um, I can also think about the short distance travel. Like he has to be very careful if he will be traveling or transfer from this location or not to another location, because third house is about short distance travel, and the seventh house is about partnership. So safety wise, it can be kind of iffy. I think he can survive, but at the same time, he has to be very careful about his physical well-being and physical safety. That's what I'm getting. Um, okay, so let's talk about the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Usually, Ace of Pentacles is about investment, paying for something, paying an amount of money for something. Okay, so sixth house and the third house. So we're talking about work, health, routines. The third house is about communications. Um, I wonder if he will be working in the jail for something, which is about communication and um, something related to communication. But he, he also has to deal with health matters. Okay, and then the 10th house. 10th house is about the 10 of swords. Okay, 8th house, 5th house, 4th house, 11th house. Okay. Um, the 10 of swords is about 8th house, 5th house, 4th house. But what I can think about is there can be a transformational situation, which can be uh, related to death. The fifth house is, it can be a kid, it can be um, children, it can be a lover, and the fourth house is home and family. Okay, so I want to see if this ten of swords is about a physical death of a person or something else. Please bear with me. Okay, I don't think the Ten of Swords is about a physical death. Ten of Swords is about something that is not a physical death. So what is it about if it's not a physical death? King of Wands, Magician, Two of Swords, Three of Wands, Two of Wands, Lovers. Um, okay, it can be a partnership, a relationship that doesn't work out as intended. King of Wands, that's a person who has a lot of passion, who has leadership capabilities. Magician, trying to make something out of nothing, try to turn something into something. Uh, um, magician energy is about turning something into something out of nothing, and there is a trickster energy about it. And then Two of Swords has to appease for the result because it's not coming out as expected. Three of Wands, a long-term situation. Two of Wands has to make a choice, and then Lovers, and then the bottom is King of Pentacles. So something strategically not working out as intended, and it is about a union, a partnership. So is this Lovers his personal love relationship or something else? Please bear with me. Okay. It's a personal love relationship. So he, in the upcoming 12 months, part of his love life will come under the spotlight. His love life. Okay. So the Ten of Swords is about his love life. So something is not going to work out in his love life. It can be before, it can be in the upcoming 12 months. And then the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is about the sixth house and the third house. Again, sixth house is about health issues, routines. Third house is about communications. I wonder if he actually has some kind of health situation that affects his ability to communicate in general. So I think he is, or he will be, experiencing issues about expressing himself verbally, physically. Okay. And then the world. What is the world? Sixth house, third house. Okay. It is about health situation. It is about work situation, the routine. Okay. What is the world? Is it about a health situation, a work situation, or something else? Health, work, something else. Well, it's actually something else. So let me tell you what happened. High Priestess, Six of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Ten of Swords, Tower, the World. Okay. High Priestess is about secrets. And then Six of Pentacles is about giving assistance to someone. And then Five of Swords is not working as intended. And then Ten of Swords, failure. And then Tower. Tower is unexpected. And the World card is completion. So I think there will be help coming through, but then the help will not be successful as expected. And there is the abruptly ending of some kind. And so what is this abruptly ending? What is it about? A Queen of Pentacles and Wheel of Fortune, the change. A person who cares about themselves more than the others, and there is a change of mind about this person. I'm very concerned about, is he gonna lose his life in the upcoming 12 months? Even though I got the Eight of Pentacles for that, I still feel like there is, I'm not convinced totally. Okay. Is this world about completion of his life personally, or something else? Please bear with me. Okay, this is something else. Okay. Look. One moment. Um. Okay. Um. Well, unfortunately, I do get a position of uh, his life. So so for Tyler Robinson, I think in the upcoming 12 months, it can be a very critical time for him. Um, yeah. Remember at the beginning of this video, I got the Eight of Pentacles. I was asking if he will survive the upcoming 12 months. And Eight of Pentacles, usually I would say he's in the process of working towards something. Um, we can think about it as working towards surviving. But at the same time, as I mentioned earlier, because the number eight is about the Scorpio energy, and it can be life or death. So let me use a few more techniques to see if if he's gonna physically survive the next 12 months. You know what? Because I also use pendulum, and when I'm asking this question, the pendulum suddenly, uh, the chain went off. So I'm thinking um, there will be some kind of release, but this release, I don't know. It can be a spiritual release. It can be a physical release. Um, okay. The pendulum is telling me that it's likely that um, it's 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 hard to tell, but I think um, it's possible that he will experience a release of some kind. That's what I'm certain about. A release of some kind. But is he gonna physically survive next 12 months? Um, I I'm very doubtful about it. Okay, sorry for the long pause. And I actually asked the tarot if Tyler Robinson gonna survive the next 12 months. I got the devil energy, so um, I don't think it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be very difficult for him to survive, and it it looks like that his health can be an issue in the upcoming months, because we all always have the sixth house for a couple of cards in this spread, and yeah, I do think that it can be kind of dangerous for him in the upcoming 12 months. Um, and when I see the Ten of Swords and the World card is about the completion, the completion of something very important. And when the World comes, the Fool follows. Um, Plus, I guess I had the omen of, the chain was letting loose from the pendulum. Um, so I think there will be definitely an ending, a complete end for Tyler Robinson. It can be the verdict. It can be uh, his life in general. But I can honestly tell you that I'm not 100% sure about this, because I have a feeling that it is 50-50. But then the sense of release, it can be a spiritual release, it can be a physical release. It's gonna happen in that way. But the world will not see it as a release. It will see it as a failure and rock bottom. Okay, so right now let's talk about the monthly. So this month, September 2025, Two of Wands. So he has to make a choice in this month. This is about the sixth house and the third house. So it can be a health situation or a work situation that he has to decide whether he wants to communicate about it or not. And then um, October 2025, Tyler Robinson will be the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Remember, um, earlier we were talking about someone he might be. Um, oh, geez, I forgot the timestamp. But anyway, I'll do it later. Um, remember, I talked about the fact that he's gonna meet someone uh, who's gonna have an impact. I think that's a lawyer. So that's a lawyer, and he will be meeting this person in October. October, Five of Pentacles. What is it? Okay, second house, first house. Okay, there will be a financial situation next month for him, and he will feel like he doesn't have the money or resources to do something. But at the same time, there can be some kind of assistance because of that matter. November, Emperor energy. Emperor energy. This can be the president. This can be a father figure. So let's. Okay, third house, seventh house. Okay, this is about communication. Communication of partnership, of collaboration. Okay, so is this emperor about, is this emperor about the government or someone? Government, non-government, government, non-government, government, non-government, in between, non-government, in between. Okay, government. Government will step in November. And remember that I was talking about communication about a partnership. Yeah, communication about partnership. The government will try to seek for a partnership with Tyler Robinson, um, or vice versa, in November this year. Okay. December, Three of Wands. Three of Wands is about collaboration, long-term situation. It can be something related to foreign lands. Okay. Fourth house, 11th house. Okay. It's about family situation. 11th house is about future. So uh, it can be a housing situation that is long term, in a long-term future um, that will be assigned for him. So I think there will be, it's possible that there will be a change of residence that will happen in December, or there will be talks about changing the residence so he will be in a certain uh, area, or a certain facility for a long-term future. So this will be December. Okay. Okay. So now let's talk about next January 2026. Knight of Swords energy is about something's happening quickly, and he has to use a very focused mindset to deal with the situation. Knight of Swords is also about movement. So there might be a move happen between December and January. Okay. First house, ninth house. Hmm. Okay. First house, ninth house. You know what? First of all, I would think when we combine Knight of Swords, and also we have the Three of Wands energy before. And Three of Wands, remember that I was talking about foreign lands? And right now I get the first house, ninth house. I'm thinking, is he gonna be exiled to someplace foreign, or I? This is my first guess, but my second guess will be um, something legal is processing quickly, and he just has to be very physical about it. The ninth house, it can also be ideologies, legal matters, foreign lands. Uh, they are all ninth house matter. But what makes more sense is about he has to fight against the legal situation in January. So I think in January, December, and January, there will be a significant movement about Tyler Robinson. Hmm. Okay, and then February. Actually, February can be um, also a turning point for him, because there's the disappointment. So, what's the disappointment in February? I think we talked about it before. 11th house, 6th house, 3rd house. Okay, so 11th house is about friendship, about humanity. The 6th house is about work and health and schedule, and 3rd house is about communications. There can be situations where his friends' involvement um, can be actually detrimental to him. And he's also worried about the future of his health, his own future in general. Okay. And then next March, what is the Hermit energy? 12th house, 8th house. The Hermit energy is about someone who is being wise about a situation, who knows what's gonna happen. Um, this is also a person who is a seeker who seeks for higher knowledge, higher understanding. Um, and we got the 12th house and the 8th house. So the 12th house is about something hidden. It can be, you know, simply jail. Um, and the 8th house is about transformation, life or death, live or death. Um, let me see what's the Hermit energy. 5 of Swords, defeat. Wheel of Fortune, change. 7 of Swords, necessary sacrifice. The Devil, manipulation. Ace of Pentacles, giving money. 9 of Wands, someone who's wounded. Knight of Pentacles, I feel like his health can be affected somehow. Um, someone who I also see deception in this situation. So the Hermit energy, it can be someone who delivers a message or delivers something to him. So is this Hermit himself? Is this Hermit a person? Is this Hermit a person but not himself? Okay, so someone who is very wise, will be meeting him in next March. So this person will reach out to him. So what message will this person bring him? 7 of Wands, up against something. 5 of Swords, a defeat. Wheel of Fortune, a major change. And then the Devil, the manipulation. And then Ace of Pentacles. And then 10 of Pentacles. And then the bottom is Hierophant. So someone who is defending him face a failure, and then there is a major change. Um, and then there's the manipulation of giving money. So is this about the manipulation? Because the devil energy is definitely manipulations. So is this is this devil? Is this devil coming from the Hermit towards Tyler Robinson, or Tyler Robinson's previous lawyer being manipulated, or something else? Hmm. Okay. The devil is the lawyer. Okay. So I think there will be a lawyer. There will be a lawyer who is helping Tyler Robinson, but somehow that lawyer will be manipulated by money. And somehow this very wise person will bring this news to Tyler Robinson next March. Okay. So next April, Two of Wands. Two of Wands is usually about making a choice. So Tyler Robinson has to make a choice. A choice, 12th house, 8th house, 5th house. So this can be about a choice of being in jail or just going to die. And the bottom is 5th house. So um at the same time, he's trying to take care of his inner child. His inner child. We all have inner child. Um, the inner child, we don't have any judgment to our inner child. We just do what we want to do, trust what we want to trust. And next April, Tyler Robinson will make a choice, and the choice is about the jail time or death. Okay. So next May, Wheel of Fortune. Major change. Wheel of Fortune is major change. 5th house, 4th house. So he'll take a risk to try something. Take a risk to try something. 4th house is about where he lives. 4th house is about home and family. So what is this Wheel of Fortune? 5 of Swords, defeat. 9 of Wands, feeling wounded. Page of Wands, occupation. Page of Wands, someone who is looking upward. The Devil, restriction. You know the devil? The devil, you know, the two person, there is a chain between them. Ace of Swords, taking action. Hierophant, no, not Hierophant, High Priestess energy. And the bottom is Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So there is a major change in next April. He's gonna feel like it is a great defeat, and he's gonna feel very wounded. And I hope he's not gonna hang himself. That's a situation. I hope he's not gonna hang himself. Um, because when Page of Wands is someone who is looking upward, and then the Devil energy is because there's the chain, and the chain is, if you know tarot, you can research devil. Devil is someone who, the two human beings, the chains are on their neck. And then Ace of Swords taking action. And then High Priestess is there's a curtain hanging between the two bars behind the High Priestess. So I feel like next May will be quite a turning point for him. Okay. Hangman. I got the Hangman. Okay. So next May, it can be a very crucial time. He might try to end his life next May. Okay. Next June, Four of Wands. 4th house, 11th house. 4th house means family completion. 11th house means for the greater good. The full energy, letting loose. 8 of Wands, quickly. 3 of Cups, happiness. 5 of Wands, struggles. Queen of Cups, emotional. 7 of Cups, and the Empress. So something is kind of up in the air, but there's a new beginning, an ending, and new beginning, and there's some kind of happiness. But something is also up in the air. Okay. Next July will be the star energy. Star usually is about renewal, healing. 8th house, 5th house. 8th house is major change. 5th house is about our inner child. A major change. 6 of Swords, healing. Wheel of Fortune, change. Defeat, the 5 of Swords. And then Queen of Wands. The Moon energy. King of Cups energy. Page of Pentacles. Something related to finances, and there is a healing. There's a healing about finances somehow that will happen next July. Yeah, probably someone is giving out money. Okay, so next August will be the Lovers. So what's the Lovers? Ninth house, 10th house, 12th house. Okay, legal situation. The 10th house is about identity and of the fate. And 12th house is about the ending and also the jail. And the 8th house is about life or death. And next August, there will be a culmination, definitely. What's the Lovers about? 5 of Pentacles. Remember, we talk about the person he might be meeting in the future. 9 of Wands, wounded by that relationship. Page of Cups, some kind of good news. 4 of Cups, making some choices. Queen of Cups, being very emotional. 10 of Pentacles. And the bottom of the deck is Death. So something will come to a complete end, and there is a financial aspect of it. Okay. So I'm sorry that this read, I made a lot of long pauses in this read, and I hope you can forgive me about that. Because I sort of changed my method a little bit, and today I just feel like I I am supposed to do this read in this particular way. Even though I know only very few of you will actually listen to the end, but I still I still gonna listen to my intuition to do it in this particular way. Um, so in general, I would say in the next upcoming 12 months, I do think that Tyler Robinson, he he will get some kind of assistance from someone who will be sharing some kind of resentments, similar resentments with him. But at the same time, the assistance that he will be receiving will not be perfect. So, but at the same time, he's not gonna lose everything at once. He's gonna be disappointed about the progress. Uh, as we saw in the Five of Cups card, more than half of the effort will be failure. But then there was something left behind that he can actually still appreciate the process. However, I do see that one of his lawyers can be problematic at the middle of the event because of some kind of manipulation of uh, monetary manipulation, some kind of situation like that. Um, and he will be notified by someone who is very wise. That person will bring this news to him next year, the beginning of next year. I think next March. Uh, yeah, he will be disappointed next February. He will first fight and then disappointed, and then someone's gonna let him know, okay, because of a manipulation, that's why it's not gonna go through, and he has to make a choice. And then I would say around May, it can be a really iffy time for him, because he will try to be very creative about releasing himself from the situation, and he's gonna be taking care of his inner child. And I do see the possibility of him being suicidal, but I'm not 100%, but I have, according to the cards I saw, it is about some kind of manipulation, some kind of but at the same time there will be an urge to release himself from the situation. um, so I do think if there will be a suicidal attempt, it looks like it's gonna be around the May timing next month. I mean next year. So if he if he can survive through next May, then things will get better for him. But if he cannot survive next May, um, then the healing will come to the situation in general. Um, so I do feel like the crossroad would be next May, no matter what, for Tyler Robinson. Um, because Wheel of Fortune can be a turn of an event, and things getting a lot better for him because of the turn of events. Whenever Wheel of Fortune happens, It is something about fate. It is something about uh, things that we cannot control, and we can't expect the outcome. And sometimes Wheel of Fortune can be also the door to the other energetic realm. Reincarnation can sometimes be represented by Wheel of Fortune. So that's why I have a really big question mark about next May for Tyler Robinson. It can be a turning point. Can it can mean that's the end of the situation. It can mean a turning point that will get better, but it can be also a turning point of his life. Something that is um, out of his control. And I apologize that I don't feel like I can totally tell whether um, I don't feel like doing it, even though I'm trying my best to decipher whether that is a kind of like a physical death or not. But I would give it a 50-50 because I do feel like he will have an attempt to end his life, but at the same time, it's also possible that he might survive, but he will attempt to to try to just put an end on the whole thing. So anyway, uh, I hope this read can shine a little light on the situation. And if you like this read, please consider liking and subscribing. Um, and I'll talk to you next time. Have a good day. Bye bye.